Hey guys, WGCS here, and today I'm analyzing a YouTube commentator who's pretty well known. His name's GoldGlove, and this is some domination on the map Havana. And he's using the L96 sniper with a variable zoom, and he's playing pretty aggressively. Yeah, so a little bit about me. I just started commentating, I think maybe a month ago. And I don't have an HCPVR yet, but I'm getting one for Christmas. And today is the 20th, so Christmas is 5 days away. So here he gets shot and he decides to run away instead of turn around, which is a good thing to do. And then he sees that guy, fakes him out by running that way, and then gets a nice 3-shot with his Python. And a good thing to do, which he does, is he picks up a primary weapon for his pistol, because the pistols are pretty much useless. And here he hops on B and ends up getting killed by that car that explodes. So his class is Ghost, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Ninja. Ghost to keep off the radar, Sleight of Hand to reload faster, and Ninja to be quiet. And there he tries to tomahawk him, which I wouldn't say is the best idea, and then he gets unlucky with his pistol. So that's his second death. So he does play the objective in this game. He tries to cap B, or he's trying to clear people out right now to cap B, and there he gets another death by kind of playing a little bit too aggressively for the spot of the sniper. And I'm not sure if this is after the patch or before the patch, but yeah. So there he plays aggressively again, and he switches to a Russian class. He uses Scavenger, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Marathon, so he can go Cat B, because right now they're losing this game. So he's trying to kind of just kill everybody, and he gets an unfortunate knife around the corner where somebody panic knifed him. So now he switches to another class where he's using Lightweight, because I guess he probably decided he didn't need to use Scavenger. And so he does a good job of running away from gunfights that he knows he's not going to win, or he's going to have a hard time winning, and decides to do a good flanking route and get the kill. So he sees that napalm, he's like, alright, I'm going to hop on B since they can't run across this napalm. But he ends up getting killed right there, unfortunately. But you can see he is trying to play the objective, which is all that matters. KD... yeah, it kind of matters. I mean, it kind of says whoever, like, usually KD means, like, somebody can win a gun battle. And there again, he runs away from a gunfight. And then turns around, prepares himself for the guy, and kind of takes him by surprise, and then gets killed by 2 other teammates of the other team. So, he's running, you can see he's trying to push B really hard and clear the people out of this building so he can cap it, or one of his teammates can cap it. He's doing a good job of slaying, and he ends up killing that guy too. So he runs around here, plants his attack insertion, so if he dies he can run back to B fast. Or if he dies and they cap B, which they do right there, then he can defend it easier if he dies. And so he's kind of waiting, seeing if people are coming around. So he's like, alright, I'm just going to run around here, hopefully try and get a kill. Sees that guy, is like, yeah, not worth it. Don't want to chase, which is a good thing. You never want to chase. Puts that guy in a second chance. Turns back around because he realized that. And then he gets a double kill right there. Then, so he gets a napalm, which is a good kill streak to use for domination. It also helps your team because it shuts the enemy off from another, from a point of the map. So he ends up getting, picking up somebody's Enfield because he runs out of ammo, and getting I think a kill right here. I'm not sure. Yep, he ends up getting that kill. So I think he's 1 kill away from a Blackbird, maybe 2 kills. And he's also running the attack dog, since this map isn't really good for a chopper gunner or a gunship, because it is mainly, it has a lot of places for people to camp. So there he gets his Blackbird, runs into their spawn, gets another kill. Now he needs 2 more kills in order to get his attack dogs. Calls in his Blackbird so he can see where they are, and gets one kill, and he needs 1 more. And rushes in and gets his dogs, and ends up getting a double kill right there, and then killing that guy right there. So he's rushing in their spawn because he's like, alright, I already got my kill streak. I'm going to play aggressively since I have my Blackbird up. And he ends up getting, I think, 4 more kills, or 2 more kills till he dies. He gets hit by that guy, runs away, and then he gets killed. So he got 2 kills after he got his dogs. Calls in his dogs so they can do some work for him. Now he's just running around trying to get kills here. So he's gonna try and build up another kill streak. So like he's running in their spawn, which I wouldn't say is the greatest of ideas, but he seems to do all right. Gets his napalm and does a bad thing. He calls it in right in their spawn, right where they can see him. But he ends up not dying. But he does die from it another time later on in the game. Gets a triple kill from his napalm and calls in another napalm. I think it's right there. He gets another triple kill. Gets a nice knife. And pretty much from the rest of the game, GoldGlove, he pretty much just runs around and slays the entire time. The one thing, like, the few bad things he does, there aren't very many of them. He just gets taken out because there's 2 people. So, like, he does do a good job of, like, playing mentally, like, using his brain, figuring out the best way to go into things. And, like, there's one good thing. He drops shots when you start to lose the gunfight or you know you're going to need it. That's what I always do. That's why people run tack layout. If you don't know what that is, that's where the right stick is crouch and the B button is melee. So whenever you see him melee, he's not panic knifing. He actually has to physically move his finger over to the knife button. So he's just trying to run back into their spawn over and over. There's not much I can say right here until I see him do something that I think's good right here. He plants his tack insertion, again, just so he can be closer. And he clips this wall and uses the right side of that to see most of that guy's body and shoot at him since they can only see his head. And he does the little thing called the head glitch where in Call of Duty, your bullets shoot out of your head. So if they only see your head, then you can still shoot them pretty much, as long as on your screen that you see that your gun is in their crosshair. I mean that your gun is aimed on them, and it's like over a wall or something. So he gets another death there because what I would do is he tends to sprint around corners a lot. Right there, he doesn't do it because he knows there's somebody in there. But he does tend to sprint around corners a little bit, which is not a best idea because you can usually get caught with your pants down and just get owned. So right there, he's doing a good job of burst firing to try and take that guy out from long range since his head's just sticking out to avoid recoil. He sees that he's losing B, throws a stun on there, and gets the kill. So he is playing the objective. And so there, now he's kind of on a little bit of a kill streak, and he wants to, I mean, if I was him, he would want to get another napalm, or another Blackbird and dogs, excuse me. So he gets a kill there, and he decides to call his napalm in right there, which is not a good idea. I think this is the one where he ends up getting shot in the back, because he thinks somebody's over there. He doesn't look behind him, and he decides to run and get shot. I mean, there's not much you could have done about that, but it's usually always a good thing to check behind you before you go sprinting down an alley. So they're about to win this game pretty soon. Coming up in the next minute, the game will be over. So, I figured I'd just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 15, almost, I'll be 16 next August. And, yeah, if you remember from the beginning, I told you that I'm going to be getting my Hop Hog for Christmas. So, yeah. So that's pretty much all about me. GoldGlove, if you're watching this, thanks for giving us us commentators the opportunity to analyze your gameplay, and like I really do appreciate it because it helps me work on my commentating and like let people know what they think about me and stuff, and it gives me a chance to get myself kind of out there without like spamming other people. So there they GoldGlove and his team, if he's running with people, win the game by 50 points. And he ends up going 54-14, I believe. It'll come up in a second. And he does play the objective. He has 1 capture and 2 defends, which is pretty much, I mean, you don't need to do it very much. So I'll see you guys in the next video.